Let me know once you guys are
Alright, I'm here.
everybody good.
Yo, my Kavat has been glitched into this little ramp going up all day. Like it's just been under there. And I don't know what to do. Even when I
All right,
restart my game, it's just
yo,
there.
use a common relic because I'm using a Soma Prime receiver, relic radiant.
Alright.
All right, so today we're gonna be discussing. I guess it sounds like flat Earth. Like we're gonna argue about that. Honestly, the flat Earth argument. I think it's dumb to entertain it because there's so much proof against it that I just don't understand how people can actually believe that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, the ISS has a constant live stream of them flying around the Earth, so I
Yeah, and I've
don't
I've
think it could
watched
be
it for
flat.
like hours before. I remember
Yeah,
when I
it's
first
beautiful. You get to
started.
see the
Yeah,
sunrise and set like every 10 minutes.
yeah. I remember the when first started watching flat Earth videos and first started seeing them pop up on YouTube, and some of them started to be like kind of convincing me, and then I started imagining it, right, if it's possible. And I was thinking, it seems possible. It really does seem possible. But then I started looking up proof against it, and the amount of proof that I found against it was just so overwhelming that it's impossible. It's not even a possibility. There's no way that the government could stage the
I'm
Earth
sorry,
being.
but they're lying to you.
Yeah,
The,
it
the
would.
earth is flat and giants are real. It's the truth.
I mean,
Now I
giants
could
are
see
sure
giants
real.
being real.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's trying to argue against that.
But the flat earth theory comes with the giants. There are two of a kind. They come as a pair. You either take them both together or you leave it.
You don't
There's
think
no
See,
that
one
the
or the
Earth
like
could
other.
be round with with giants on it?
No, the gravitational pull will make the giants smaller, and therefore hensing the name making it useless to call them giants if they're not as tall because of the round earth,
But
which is why flat earth is better.
what does flat Earth have different that causes the gravity to be different?
Well, you see, because
There's no
in a
difference in the
round
gravity.
planet, there is a different. It's in gravity that causes the planet to be round, is what they say. Is that the inner core of the gravity of the planet causes the planet to round out from the gravitational pull from the core. Well, if there is no core, if there is no round planet, then how can it have the same gravitational pull on the effect on the same planet? It can't affect it the same way. It's impossible.
But there is the same
Different.
gravitational pull everywhere on the planet.
Whoever told you that lied to you.
All right, all right.
See, the thing is, I could take Hollow Earth before Flat Earth. That's the thing.
Hollow Earth is more
The hollow
possible
Earth
though.
is false. No, it's not.
And it wouldn't. It's not that it's hollow. It's that it's like there's caves and shit, and that there's a whole world underneath our
Yeah,
world.
Well,
It's not
yeah,
completely
there's caves
hollow.
under the planet.
yeah.
I mean,
And
on
we
the
already
surface,
know
yeah,
that
I
there's
agree with the
caves, but
caves.
imagine if there was an actual society of people, maybe not people, but like some kind of animal, kind of that's never been discovered or something, that's living underneath like a dinosaur or some shit. Fucking in
Yeah.
That'd be so dope.
Man. So
Just
just still
imagine if
around. One is living in the freaking Loch Ness, yeah.
imagine if we had like like fucking monsters, technically we would call them, but like animals that are able to live in extreme heat underneath the earth with like no sunlight whatsoever.
Oh heck no.
Fucking have like dragons underneath the earth, fucking crawling around, not flying, no wings, just like lizard dragons.
Are they the reason why the Earth is warming to begin with? Because they keep shooting fire out of their breath.
I like how
That
we're
keeps the
planning
Earth
on
warm from
talking
the
about like
bottom up.
anime and hentai, and then we talk about flat Earth out of nowhere.
And
Like the fuck.
Ladder. It's
Well,
I
really
didn't
good.
bring it up, you guys. They started talking about it
I
before
did.
we streamed. I swear to God, it wasn't me.
So I just
So I
realized
have
I'm
all the
not in here
spaghetti.
on this Soma receiver.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get that.
I know you want this for life.
Oh, Spire Prime Butch. Even more rare, but
Yes.
yet it's not as expensive.
Why is that? Explain that to me, somebody, please. Anybody.
Because the Soma's been vaulted and the Spire is still available. People can farm Spire relics, so nobody cares. But people can't farm Soma relics, and so it's really rare.
Yeah, I
Not
have a
only
Soma
that, the
Prime
Soma
blueprint,
was
and now I have a
great at
Soma
one
Prime
time.
stock. It still is. I see people still kill with that thing.
You want to know the crazy thing? I always ran my Soma Prime just for looks. I hated the gun.
You
I
know what's really
loved it.
crazy? Is that when I was a low level, Soma Prime, I had all the pieces to it at one point, and I traded it all away for Ash Prime.
I used to hate how
Or pieces for
mainstream it
Ash Prime.
was. That's why I would use the Boltor Prime M because I got the Boltor first. But then I realized the Soma's better. I think.
Way better.
Yeah, I mean,
Way
some
better.
people try to argue, but I would say it's better. So that's just my opinion. I mean, technically, it's not better for enemies that don't like what do you? Can't remember. Enemies that aren't affected by crits, but everything's practically
Like,
affected.
Battlist.
Yeah, like the nullifier bubble, stuff like that.
So how do you take out a Battlist super quick? Can you one-shot a Battlist?
I don't know if you can one-shot it. I need the Tigris
I don't know,
maxed
but
out
they're
in
super
damage.
annoying.
Hmm.
Mike's echoing now.
Sorry.
Here, let's do a Fragger relic.
The crazy thing is, you still have me on that whole simulation thing.
I know, dude.
Like
I was thinking about
that's still
Madoka
going through my
Magica.
mind. Yo,
Madoka Magica
Madoka
is like my
Magica.
favorite series on anime right now. At the moment, just at the
It
moment, like.
it really is my favorite of all time as well. Like when I started watching that, at first I was so confused, and then they started hitting me with different things, and
Oh
then I
my
thought I
god,
knew what
it's
was going
amazing.
on, and then they're like, "Nah, this is what's actually going on." I was like, "Oh my God." For one, Mommy is nasty. When she went at it
I
with
hate her.
Homura, and Homura was freezing the time, and they had the bullets all frozen, you got to admit that was crazy.
Yeah, but I don't like mommy because of the type of person she is. Uh, I just that's why I don't like her. Like I have really emotional like I'm really emotionally connected to these characters. Like I feel like I'm in their universe and I fucking
Yes, I
hate
feel you.
what's that blue haired girl's name again?
Sayaka,
Oh fucking Sayaka, dude. I fucking hate her so much, dude.
you
She
know what?
pisses me
I
off
couldn't
so
stand Sayaka
fucking
either.
much. Dude, she is
She
such a
pissed me off in the
bitch.
first 10 minutes of the anime.
Bro, like, I remember the first time I watched it and I didn't hate her. The more times I watch it, the more I hate her. She's so selfish and self centered and not a good friend. She's just not a good person. She's just a fucking asshole. And she leads her best
She really
friends
is.
to their death without even really realizing it, but she does. You know, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers ahead for anyone who's hasn't seen Madoka Magica or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called. Magi.
And if you haven't seen it, you're a few years late. Sorry.
Yeah, like spoilers ahead. Go watch it right now. Go watch just watch the fucking the movie, the
Yeah,
first
the
and
first
second,
movie.
the first and second movie,
Have you
and I'm
seen the
pretty sure
third
that's
one?
everything that they need to see. The third one is like breaks off of the story and tries to keep pushing the story. Like I like it, but it's I wouldn't even. I mean, it is canon, but I wouldn't even consider it part of like. I would consider it a different story. You know.
Well, the thing is, it technically is. You said you didn't read, you don't read the manga, but
Right,
once it
right.
gets into that part of the story, it's literally called, I think it's called it's called Homoda's story, I think. But it literally revolves around her because you remember how she fell into her despair, she became the demon,
She
blah
became
blah
a
blah.
witch.
It's all about, well, she didn't become a witch. Her despair was so great, being that she was technically committing one of the seven deadly sins, which was lust. She had a crazy amount of love toward Madoka. Well, that's why her
Oh yeah,
soul
this
didn't
is
actually
spoiling the
evolve
end of
into
the
what
third
you've
movie.
seen. Oh my God, yes, I am so sorry.
Just heads up for
Are you
anyone.
still talking
This,
about Madoka?
yeah, Madoka.
But
Oh man, the
but
third
yeah,
one. You know what? I like the third one, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel it's fair. Like I don't feel like that would have happened if it was. I don't know. I feel like it could have happened, but just I don't feel like it would have happened. You know what I mean?
exactly, because if Madoka made herself all powerful like that,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's
Hamada
the thing is
should
she's
have
like a
never been
god.
able to fight
Understand
despair.
how Homura
That
is
should have never
able to
happened.
take her like that at the end, like how she like turns evil and takes her to hell.
She literally rips her out of her god like
Yeah,
mode.
that
Like
doesn't make
she's two
sense to
different
me. Like,
beings
how
now
is she able to do this? It
because
kind of
she
just,
literally became the devil. Like that's
yeah, I know, and
amazing.
I mean, it's really interesting, and it really makes you think too, because like like I like it because it makes you think. Like, imagine, okay, imagine if they would have took the easy route out and then just had it have a happy ending. That would have been fine and all. But this ending
But it
makes
would
you
have been
think
so
more.
typical.
This ending makes you think more about the representations of the characters in throughout the entire series. It makes you go back and rethink
Exactly.
about it. Because if Homura was actually evil, uh, originally, but the thing is that she wasn't really evil. Like you can't say anyone's really evil, but let's say
Yeah,
that
she wasn't evil.
their motivations, uh, were like derived from a negative emotion rather than a positive emotion. And then as they were able to realize their self, it kind of like it escalated to the point where I hate capture missions. What the fuck is this bullshit? Um, got to the point where it's like I can't even think now because like I have three reacting and I've been in this mission for such a long time. Like what the hell? Everybody come to this room. We're gonna force them to spawn here because there's already a couple reacting here. But yeah, I think like she had like a lust for Madoka from the start.
Yeah, because remember,
Or
Madoka
maybe
was
not
a,
from
a
the start,
magical
but
girl before Homura.
yeah, yeah.
And Madoka introduced her to everybody in the school and whatnot, and that's when she really fell in love with her because she was the only person that actually went and spoke to her. Hamada was that shy girl and whatnot.
Yeah, and like at first it might have been innocent, but she became obsessed with her when
Hmm.
she kind of got false what do you call it? False.
False hopes from Cube,
Well, yeah,
that little
yeah, but
bastard.
well, there's that. I mean, Cube is. I don't. The thing is, most people hate Cube. I don't. I love him. I think he's perfect. I think he's amazing.
Honestly, I don't hate Cube because he's not wrong in anything he says.
No, I
They
think
never
he's the
asked.
best. I think he's morally the best out of everyone. And most people think it's the opposite. Most people think he's the bad guy. I think he's the good guy because he's prolonging the universe's death. He's literally
Exactly.
making
And
the
he
universe
explains it.
last longer. Yeah, and he
Hmm.
literally explains it. And if he was more blunt with the the futures of the girls when they start, then he would not be able to get them to do it, and it would be The universe would die
It'd be
faster.
exactly.